Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's out of the box video, I am going to be talking about the new, oh, I almost dropped it, sorry, the new Maybelline FitMe. This is the Poreless and this is the Matte and Poreless foundation, and I also got the powder that goes with it, and I bought it in the shade. This is 220, you can see that right there. So what's great about this foundation, and if it looks familiar, it's because they already have the FitMe foundation, and this is like the regular original formula. And I did get this in 230, but I got this back when I was more tan. So if you put the two side by side, this is the 220, 230. You can see like this one is slightly pinker than this one, I feel like. But they both still kind of match me, so I don't know. It is only just a shade off, so guess it's not that big of a deal. You can't really tell when I wear it. Okay, so back to the foundation. So this new one is matte and poreless, and it's targeted for those who have normal to oily skin. And I feel like I'm more towards, more towards like what they're targeting because I have combination skin. So after I wear foundation and powder, a lot of times my oily spots will break through, and that's right here in the T-zone, in the chin, around the nose area. And sometimes it's kind of a nuisance to just reapply powder, or or I don't have the oil absorbing sheets, and I just kind of look shiny in certain spots, and that's not something I like. So with this one, and I wrote some stuff down before I started off the Maybelline website. So this new foundation and powder, the powder is long lasting, gives you 12 hours of wear, and it gives you great shine control. For the foundation, it is lightweight, and it won't exaggerate your pores or your oily skin, and it contains a blurring micro powder that will erase pores and absorb oil for a matte/poreless finish. All of that to me sounds awesome. So I am hoping that this really delivers what it claims. So if you want to find out if it works for me, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, to start, I have nothing on my face except for moisturizer. I do have some slight eye makeup on, but that's not going to affect me testing the foundation. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do actually is, normally before I wear foundation, I generally, besides moisturizer, I generally do a primer. And what I've been using is the Maybelline Baby Skin. So I'm going to do it on just half of my face. I'll do it on this half, and then I'll do this half, just the foundation. So we'll do that real quick and test it out. I'm gonna need a mirror for this part. And I know this foundation claims to erase pores and whatnot, but I just know that I always like wearing a primer, which is why I really want to do it. See how it looks with the primer, it can't hurt. Okay, so this half of my face have the primer, this side does not. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up. I normally, with foundation, I apply it on myself with just my hands, clean hands, so I just wash them beforehand, and that's how I do it. We can do a brush too if you guys want. So you know what, I think I will, on the half of my face. Okay, so I've got some foundation on the back of my hand right here, and it's not super drippy. It's not like running off like crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this dual fiber brush, and this is from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just gonna stipple, just kind of like that. And I'm gonna work on just half my face. Grab my mirror here, and here we go. While I love this brush, and I know I'm not truly trying to review this brush, but lately this brush, and I think it's time to get a new one, it's shedding a lot, and you'll see it too. Like when I'm done applying, you'll just see tons of like black bristles left over, and so I think it might be time to just get a new one. Get some more on my forehead there. Maybe a little bit more on my hand. Okay. Just put a little bit more on my hand, stipple that. Blend it down to the neck. I was also worried that this shade was not going to match me when I was at the store because there was no tester. And like you saw in the previous, and just like the intro part of this video, the other FitMe that I bought once upon a time, I got that in the shade 230. This is the original formula, so I was worried that it was going to be too light for me, but it's actually looking like if I just, it actually doesn't look that, actually matches pretty good, so I guess I'm a good blend of the two together. Okay, so this is half with the stippling brush. See, do you see like there is like just hair all over? All over. All right, we're good there. I actually, it feels like it's already dried. It doesn't have that sticky, slightly slippery kind of a feeling right as you finish applying. And where I have pores, what I worry about is right in this area. My lighting just changed and I don't know why. In this area, and it actually looks really, really smooth. I am liking it right now a lot. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do it to this side of my face, but with my fingers, how I normally like applying my foundation. So again, we are gonna put it on the back of my hand, just a little bit. Okay, I think that's good right there. Get some of my fingers, grab my mirror, and here we go. Just dab a little here. I like to kind of like dab it out and disperse it, and then blend. And the coverage is pretty good too. I wasn't planning on doing any sort of concealer. I wanted to see how well this covered up any sort of redness or like dark spots under my eyes and acne. It's doing a pretty good job. Blend it out. And look, I still have, I'm done, but I still have tons. So a little bit goes a long way, at least for me. I don't know, I don't really like to cake on foundation. I just like it where it just evens out my skin tone, then I'm done. So, let me just see if there's any other spots that might need it. Put a little bit more under my nose, because I usually have redness down there. Blend that out. A little bit right here. There's a little bit of acne right here. I don't know if you can see that. Just see if I can able to cover that up with just foundation. That's not bad. Okay, so I am finished with the application. From what I can see, I am actually liking both sides. I feel like I got a better coverage on this side where I worked it in with my fingers, which is, like I said, something I'm more used to doing. But on the side that I did with the stippling brush, doesn't look so bad either. And I feel like I can actually manage to use less product because that's how much I have left on my hand from doing this half of my face. And this would be probably what I poured would be good for the whole face. So that's actually pretty good. With the primer and without the primer, I don't really see a difference. So if I don't see a difference, I probably skip the primer. I mean, the whole reason why I use a primer is because I want to make a smooth canvas, but if this foundation can do it what it says, it's got, you know, that blurring micro powder that they have, then I would probably be able to minimize a step and take a step out of my routine and save a little bit of time, which is not bad. So this is the area that I have problems with, like my pores showing, and sometimes some certain foundations emphasize it. So I'll lean in right now, and you can't really, I mean, you can still see a little bit of the acne, but it's really not, it's not so bad. It's not too bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the rest of this off my hand, and then when I come back, we're gonna apply the powder. Okay, I'm back, and it's time to apply the powder. And this I got in the same shade as the foundation, which is 220 Natural Beige. And I haven't even opened this yet, so I'll just go ahead and do that now on camera. Just open that up. That's what it looks like there. And then when you flip it over, like the old one, if you've had it, you get a little sponge applicator, which I never ever use, but you do have the mirror right here as well. So I'm gonna grab my, my powder brush, and we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it on both sides of my face. There's no need to do like one half or the other because we're just testing the powder. For me, I powder. Sometimes I don't powder the whole face. I sometimes will do just the oily areas, which is the T-zone, the chin, and around the nose. Okay, so now I've got the powder on, and as you can tell, it is a pretty good matte finish. There's not too much of a sheen, but you don't look like you're dried out, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes when I see matte, when I think matte, for example, like matte lipsticks, I love it. At the same time, I don't think it works the best for me, because if your lips are dry even just a little bit, the matte lipsticks always emphasize it. So that's something I always worry about. Then I want to throw on some gloss or something, and then that kind of defeats the purpose of your lips being matte. So I don't really own too many matte lipsticks. I think I have like 2. But this powder, it actually feels pretty good. When I look in the mirror and I look at the problem spots, I don't see the powder, you know, settling into the pores or the fine lines. I actually think it blends pretty well, just like I said it would. And I wonder if this will hold on a longer day. Like, you know, this, they promised, or they claim to have a 12-hour wear. It says natural poreless looking finish up to 12 hours wear and long-lasting shine control, which is something I desperately need because I have that combination skin and it's always oily here and here. So I feel like it's too late to test, to give it like a full test. I'm not going to be wearing it a whole day. It's already 5:45 p.m. and I am going to have to go to bed early because I work tomorrow. So that means I can't test it out the full day, which means I'm going to have to do it another day and probably put the full review up on my blog. But at least you guys got to see how this foundation dries and what it actually looks like, because like I said, when I hear matte, I kind of go, oh, is that going to emphasize any of the dry spots that I have on my skin? And this is obviously made for those who have normal to oily skin type. I do hope that this works like it claims to. So far, I am really liking the way it's looking, but I am going to reserve my judgment because I've literally had it on for about 5 minutes. And that's not enough to give you my honest opinion. So I will continue to test this out And I will go ahead and put the full review up on my blog. If you want to go ahead and check that out, I will link my blog down below. And yeah, let's see, what else can I talk about? The price point for this, it's average, I guess, for foundation. Now I think drugstore brands are starting to hike up their prices just a little bit because more and more people are starting to buy drugstore versus prestige or name brand. So I did get it for $8.29 at my local CVS, and that's in California. And there was a buy one get one half off deal going on at CVS currently. So I got this for the full price, and then this one for like $4 and change. And then I had a $5 beauty buck, I think, for the CVS Beauty Club if you spent. So I got that, so it brought my total way down, which helped out. And foundation generally lasts me a while because I don't wear foundation. I don't wear makeup every day. Well, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this out of the box video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Talk to you later.